We just got an activation of what's happening with our light codes during this lunar eclipse in Libra as we work with our mind to restore our electromagnetic field so we can amp up our manifestations. We got the activation of the 5th house. Now, this is our connection to creating with joy and the 6 of Cups. Venus. Now, this is big because we've been sharing at the channel that we're in the time of the 4 of Wands and success with the 4 of Wands. And that's our connection to being in Aries season and working with Venus. We're healing from failure. And the next card out in our previous message that'll be linked down below in the description, or you can find at the channel, we got Virgo. And this is big because, as we found out, it was connected to meditation, the Hermit, Yod. And look, we're walking away from the city light, the excitement. We're getting back to nature, and something's being first fertilized here of past, present, and future between the masculine and feminine. And it is connected to the moon, the lunar eclipse. So we expand with what? Yod, our destiny we talked about, and as we've been meeting up, our destiny has been entering the lower world to become whole. And we didn't want to go. But we've seen heaven in order to create, we've seen hell. We understand heaven in order to create our heaven on earth here through the middle world. And it has to do with a rebirth beyond time and space of a whole new person with Christ consciousness, the activation of Christ consciousness. That's what's happening here with light codes. Light codes of Christ consciousness as we work with universal mind lattice. The universal mind lattice to amp up our manifestations with our electromagnetic field. And we expand with Christ consciousness here. A whole new person. But as you can see, look at the imagery within here. This says much. Of the dark and the light, we expand through the center point. We are whole and our manifestations amp up. And it's connected to this message that we said we would share. Irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, and transforms. And we know this is about transformation because that's what's happening here. We are transforming with our destiny. AKA inconjunct complexity. Planets at a close degree within an orb of 7 to 8 degrees that are 5 signs apart. Both clashing elements and qualities like cardinal fire signs Aries with bold, mutable earth sign Virgo and fixed water element Scorpio. And there you have it. You have everything. We have Aries, we have Virgo, and we have the water element present right here. And what's this? This is transformation, our connection to Scorpio. We're talking about Aries. We have Aries and Virgo. It's all coming together. God is here. Okay. Like a lover who keeps magnetically returning to your bed, but is never quite right. In the morning lights. This card represents us with smoking hot complexity, undeniable attraction, and a sometimes addictive mixture of pleasure and pain. This is formed by planets in 2 signs on either side and of an opposition, like Aries opposition Libra. Now, there it is. Our connection to the being in Aries season and this lunar eclipse in Libra. As well as, so Aries is opposition to Libra, so is Quincunx. Hope that's the way we say this. Quincunx. You're gonna have to look this word up. To Virgo and Scorpio. Well, we have Virgo and Scorpio right here. They are both of a different element and a different modality. Aries is cardinal fire and Virgo is mutable earth. And since we feel these planets will never understand each other fully, we tend to compartmentalize them. But our quincunx, quincunxes, quincenses, ask us to live with our puzzling contradictions, transforming color clashes into wildly original expression. At its highest octave, it teaches us to release our notions of good and bad and to be open to a range of experience that actually makes us human. The planets that enter into this relationship must lay down their weapons, dismiss judgment, and celebrate the radical truth that not everything has to be understood or accepted. And this is everything that going within the lower world with the Earth star allows us to access. When you pull this card, it's time to notice where harshness toward yourself or to others is causing you what is actually avoidable pain. Where have you tensed around what someone should be doing or how you think a situation must work out to bring about your happiness? This card is a powerful reminder that everything is happening in your life that is meant for you and your evolution, however unjust it might seem on the surface. Inquire deeply around the relationship between your internal and external worlds, where you are believing that if someone or something is different, it would solve your current struggle once and for all. Commit to sitting with discomfort and settling into contradiction so that you can learn to let yourself and others be exactly who they are. And that's what this is about. You can also be prompted to write a journal post difficult parts of yourself and place them around the house. Well, I don't know if I want to do that, but it's just about facing the negative again. It's about facing the negative. And of course, we're going to be healing from judgments and judging other people and angles of perception because we're working with universal mind lattice, and this is a lunar eclipse in Libra, and we're restoring balance, and we're restoring balance through the center point. And this is a rebalance with harmony. Or you're going to get a moon card activation. See you in our next part.